Do you have geographic tongue? Does your tongue look like a map? Then this video is for you. I'm Dr. Karen Drummond, owner of Drummond Chiropractic, and I'm going to share with you the remedies that worked for me because I developed geographic tongue a few years ago. Now, as always, before you follow any advice from any video, check with your healthcare provider to make sure it's appropriate for your specific condition, and hopefully that's one of us here at Drummond Chiropractic. So, I developed geographic tongue. My tongue literally looked like a map. So I started researching it, and sadly, there's not a lot of hard evidence that explains why we get geographic tongue or what to do about it. So I'm going to share with you what worked for me. Basically, I have a history of irritable bowel, and my hypothesis is that your tongue has similar skin as the rest of your digestive tract. So if it's showing signs of irritation, that's a sign that the rest of your digestive tract is not happy. Now, with geographic tongue, it's mostly asymptomatic, meaning it doesn't really hurt, it doesn't affect taste, it just looks really unsightly. Now, if it gets really inflamed, it can become uncomfortable. So doctors will typically prescribe a mouthwash that will help with the pain and the inflammation. What I did instead was look for the root cause of my geographic tongue. And I know my food sensitivities, and I had realized that I had gotten a little lax because I didn't have my symptoms of irritable bowel, but I was starting to express symptoms in other ways like my geographic tongue. So in my particular case, my food sensitivities are things like gluten and simple carbs like sugar, breads, pastas. So I just got a lot cleaner in my diet. I didn't eat anything that had anything artificial, like artificial colors, flavors, or artificial sweeteners. I made sure everything I ate had a low sugar content, which means I also had to reduce my intake of fruits. I made sure I was eating plenty of protein and vegetables. I stayed away from bread, even if it was gluten-free, but just because of the simple carb factor. And my tongue cleared up completely. Now, at my worst, when I was trying to figure out what foods I had to avoid, I still had a symptomatic tongue. So what I did to help with the symptoms, I took a spoonful of coconut oil and swished it around my mouth after every time I would eat anything. And I would swish it around there for a good minute, and then I would spit it out. And I would make sure to put it into a garbage can because coconut oil, when it cools down, can become quite hard and can cause damage to the piping of your sinks. So make sure if you're doing the oil pooling to make sure to discard it appropriately in a waste can. And to this day, if I get away from my anti-inflammatory diet, my tongue starts to show the signs of geographic tongue. Like more recently, I went to a fondue party, which of course involves some bread, and sure enough, within hours I started getting geographic tongue. So for me, it's black and white. My geographic tongue is coming from food sensitivities. So please explore food sensitivities, explore the anti-inflammatory diet. If you're really symptomatic, get a spoonful of coconut oil and swish it around for a minute after you eat and see if this helps. If this has been helpful to you, please let us know by clicking that like button. You know we love to hear from you. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And if you want to help our channel out or want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And until next time, stay well.
The Drummond difference. The Drummond difference.